Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Face the Music. Glad that you're here today. Hey, look, I'm excited about today. Nightwish, Floor Jansen with a guy named Henk Poort. Not too familiar with him at all. And their cover of Phantom of the Opera. Now, if you go back a few weeks, you'll know that I did an episode where I did a reaction to Tommy Johansson's Phantom of the Opera. Great song. Great cover by Tommy. And I did it with one of my sons, Mike, and his girlfriend, Cassidy. And in that episode, I believe I said something. I haven't gone back and listened to it again, but I think that I mentioned that I'd heard that song a couple of times in my life. I didn't mean really only a couple of times in my life. What I meant was I'd only heard like a couple of different version styles in my life. One was, of course, the original soundtrack version, and then the other one was when I did an episode, I think it was last year sometime, of Nightwish with Marco and Tarja doing it, and that was a fantastic clip there. When I watched that of those two together, it was just really great. So those are the only two. I know this song has been covered probably by many other people, but I really only heard those two. And so anyway, someone made a comment, I think, in that episode that I did with Tommy, where they said, hey, it wasn't Floor because or it wasn't Tarja, because I mentioned that I'd heard Tarja doing it, and they said, well, it wasn't Tarja, it was Floor. And I'm like, no, you got to go back and check out my episode. It definitely was Tarja, and it was. But I think they were talking about this particular episode, which I have not reacted to before. And so I'm excited to hear this because I love listening to Floor sing. Great singer. Of course, this other guy, Henk Poort, many of you probably know who he is, know his music. I'm not too familiar with this guy, but we're about to check this out together because I haven't heard this, but I'm excited to see what Floor can do with this song because I know Tarja did a fantastic job, so I'm really excited to see what Floor is going to do here. So no more talking. I'm going to jump right on into it. Here we go. This is Nightwish, Floor Jansen, Henk Poort, and Phantom of the Opera. It's gonna be hot, I can tell you right now. It's gonna be hot.
Say once again with me a strange duet. My power over you grows stronger yet. Although you turn to me and glance behind, the Phantom of the Opera is there inside your mind.
Those who have seen your face draw back in fear.
I am the mask you wear.
It's me they hear.
Your spirit and your voice in one combined. The Phantom of the Opera is there inside your mind.
It's great.
In all your fantasy, and man and mystery.
Both in you and in this labyrinth
When night is blind, the phantom of the opera is there inside your mind. Sing for me, my angel of music.
the phantom of the opera.
Sing for me. Sing, my angel of music. Sing for me.
Dames en heren, Henk, Poort.
I love you.
And there you have it, Nightwish with Floor Jansen and Henk Poort and Phantom of the Opera. That was fantastic. That was really, really good, and it's great to see the band again. You know, I don't think I've done a Nightwish episode in a little while, but to see Floor, to see Tuomas, you know, and Yuka, the bass player that took over after Marco left, and then you got Kai on drums, to see Empu, to see Troy. I mean, it was just fantastic to see everybody out there again. Like I said, I haven't done a Nightwish episode in a while, but that was absolutely fantastic. That was a great rendition. And, you know, when I read up on comments online, you know, I see a lot of, you know, I've seen a lot of comments that say, "Oh, this was a great version for Nightwish with Floor." Then I saw, you know, well, nobody's going to ever beat Marco with, you know, with Tarja, and just the way that his voice was, you know, in that episode. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to even make a choice right now on like whether or not one is better than the other. At this point, that's irrelevant to me. That was absolutely a fantastic version. So right now I can say I've heard the soundtrack version. I've heard Tarja and Marco. I've heard Tommy, who of course did a fantastic version himself. And of course right now Floor and this guy Henk Poort, which I guess I understand just checking out just a little bit. He's, I guess, a singer and actor, something like that. So, but he's, you know, great, fantastic. Just those two together, absolutely phenomenal. So I'm really excited about, you know, this reminded me that I know that Nightwish is coming out with a new album here very shortly, I think in the next few months, I think it's called Yesterwind. I've seen, you know, some clips about it. I know that there's like, you know, a few episodes that kind of talk about the making of. I haven't actually seen those yet. And I know they've got a song called Perfume of the Timeless. And so I really want to get to that. And I want to include that here on the channel because I know it's a new song. And so I know it's going to be fire, because anything that, pretty much just about everything that Nightwish does is fire. It's, you know, it's a banger song. So I'm excited to check that out. And so that'll be coming up on the channel here very shortly. But again, here we go. Phantom of the Opera. Wow. Absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed that. And I hope that you did as well. Well, that's it for today's episode. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, do me a favor. If you would, reach over, hit that subscribe button. Join this big family. Let's keep all this great music alive together. Also, check down below in the description box. I have a hashtag, Face the Music Reactions. Click on that. It'll redirect you to another page. There's all my previous content. I'm sure you'll find a lot of other great music and artists and songs and so forth that you'll enjoy as well. Come on back, because I have a lot more great content lined up for you. I'll see you next time right here on Face the Music. Take care.